Vive le français! Bonjour chers amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. Hello my friends, I hope that you are all doing well. So today let me talk to you in English about French, the money in France. And this video is in English, you can find it in French language as well. So first of all, I want to tell you, French people, the money that we use is the euro, and that's the same money as many other countries in the European Union, the eurozone. These all countries decided now we are using one same currency, and this currency is going to be stronger. We can compete against the dollar, we can have a strong currency. And many for the international trade, to buy the resource abroad, we'll be able to use the euro. Now, of course, we lost the countries lost their sovereignty. They are not able to decide for their currency anymore. So all over Europe, you can use the same money in Germany, Italy, Spain, Finland, France. Okay, you can go all over. Let me tell you, okay, people, today I want especially to tell you about the income. So how do you make money in France? What kind of income do we have? So we'll say les ressources. Quelles sont les ressources? Les ressources des ménages. So what are the income? Les revenus. Les revenus is the revenue, the income. We have two types of income, two types of revenue. One is the income from the work, le revenu du travail, la rémunération du travail, which is usually le salaire. So people get the salary or they get the remuneration for the work. And next to it, we have le revenu du patrimoine. Le patrimoine is everything that you have. Le revenu du patrimoine is everything that you have. The patrimoine is all your belongings. And then the last thing is les prestations sociales. Les prestations sociales is the government will give you money. For instance, if you get help from the government because you have many kids, if you get help from the government because you have no jobs, you are unemployed, you are disabled, so you have an accident. Okay. So le patrimoine in France. What is le patrimoine? People will have a financial patrimonial, so they have money in the bank. They will buy the stock market, they will buy the shares, so this is one part of the patrimoine. And many French people, they also have le patrimoine immobilier, which means they will have the land, or they would have the house, or they will have the apartment. The patrimoine immobilier in France is very important. By the way, recently there was many people were a little bit afraid that because the debt in France is so high that the people were thinking, you know what the French government is going to do at some point is the tax will be always higher and higher, and at some point they will take le patrimoine immobilier. I take your house, I take your apartment, I take your land, and then they can pay for the debt. And this is what happened in the history. If you look in the history of France, this is what happened when the government was bankrupt. What they took is they took the patrimoine immobilier. They took everything that belonged to the church. The church before had many things. They had many lawns, they had many forests, and the government said, now it's ours. And then they took it and they paid for the debt this way. Anyway, le patrimoine, people in France are very unequal. This is something that I already explained to you. There are many several social classes in France. If you look at the end of the Second World War, in 1945, this is how it was. You had the workers, they would work in the factory. You had the farmers, les agriculteurs, les ouvriers, the farmers, they work in the farm. And then you had all the people who work in the companies, especially the people who are les cadres. They are the people who are have the how to say, the white collar job. Of course, the white collar job were making much more money. At the time after the Second World War, you had to build up everything in France. So there was many things that were very cheap. It was possible to buy everything. So a worker, an ouvrier, factory workers would save all his life, and at the end of his life, he could buy a small house, a tiny house, or a small apartment. But a white collar who would work all his life, at the end of his life, he could maybe buy 4 or 5 apartments, And that's how it happened. So the gap increased a lot. And during these 30 years that followed the Second World War, that's how it happened. So the gap increased a lot. And then, even before that, you already had a huge gap because you had people who inherit from their parents. You had huge landowner, and this dates back from the old time, from the Revolution, from the French Revolution. So what happens? What is the situation in France? We have 10% of French people who own 50% of the wealth. 10% of French people who own 50% of the wealth. And today, everything is very expensive, especially for French people, the young people. If you are on your own, you work, you will not be able to save anything. You work in Paris, you have to pay for the food, for the cost. On your own, forget about it. If you are together with your wife, then your wife is working, then you are working, yes, you will be able to buy some kind of house, but not in Paris. For instance, I have a friend who is a Chinese man and national, and he married a French woman, and he was telling me, okay, if the two of us work, then we can take a loan, then we can buy a house, but it's probably, but not in Paris, because in Paris it's too expensive. And he's right, because if you buy an apartment in Paris, it will take you a lot, and you have a very small apartment, it's not very good. So they can buy a house in the countryside, but they have to live in Paris for the work. So that's really the situation of many French people. They have to stay in Paris for the work, or they have to stay in this big city for the work. In the big city, everything is too expensive. And then they can buy some apartment. That's all that they can do. And then if they want to go to the countryside, it's very difficult because it's very far away, so they need to go every day. And that's what many French people still try to do, because they want the house or they want a small piece of land. And I don't know, it would maybe take them 15 years, 20 years to buy a house with two people. If you are on your own, then it will be very difficult. But maybe some people are more clever, they manage to get side income and they work on the black, they travaillent au noir, maybe it's okay. But I think this situation is getting worse and worse. The situation is getting worse and worse. Why? Because you have huge inflation, you have inflation that you have, so the price is always higher and higher. Then you also have the competition from foreigners who come here. So you have, for instance, very wealthy Chinese people, wealthy people from the Middle East, wealthy people from here. They all come and they buy. So in some place where it used to be very cheap, the price increased a lot. Paris used to be cheap. Now Paris is just a way to invest your money. You say, I buy in Paris, I know it's never going to lose. I buy in Bordeaux, I know it's not going to lose. I buy the forest, I know it's not going to lose. You know, people just invest their money, especially foreigners. And then you have also some big companies. They get the land, they get the things because it's an asset for them. And foreign companies, they will grab the things. And the government is not doing much. Honestly, personally, I'm a bit pissed with this. I'm a bit fed up with this situation. But that's also what French people are doing. Many French people, they go to Portugal and they go there and they buy. And then the local people, they cannot buy anything anymore. Ok, let me leave you for now. Voilà, à bientôt les amis. Take care, à bientôt.